Alrighty, away we go. Thank you for coming, Davos. I've been trying to track you down for some time. This is Marshal Forwyn. Forian? Earl Bademar's military advisor. He will serve as a witness for this proceeding. He gestures at the man next to him. Well met, Road Warden. Your reputation precedes you. I admit you've created a bit of stir throughout the nobility with your reclamation of Caed Nua. Most are still not sure what to think of you. And what's this about? The legitimacy of your claim to Caed Nua is in question. Earl Bademar has issued a ruling on the matter. Caed Nua was abandoned for over a century, and I've claimed the land through strength of arms. My claim is legitimate. If there were no other claimant, you would be correct. Unfortunately, this is not the case. All will be made clear once Lord Gathbin arrives. Do you have any questions for me while we wait? What do you know of this Gathbin? While I've met him but once, it was ample time to determine the character of Lord Arleder Gathbin, or lack thereof. He is descended from an old Adiran line that predates the War of Defiance. His great-grandfather, Rannig Gathbin, was the Earl of Yenwood during the war. That is, until he was stripped of his lands and driven from the Deerwood. Tell me about Earl Bademar. Earl Bademar comes from an esteemed line of lords that rose to prominence after the War of Defiance some 150 years ago. The Deerwood consists of 7 earldoms. The Bademars govern the northern earldom known as the Grasp. As to the current Bademar, he is as fine a man as I know. It is an honor to serve him. Tell me more about the Grasp. The Grasp is now the largest of the 7 earldoms after it consumed the pre-war earldom of Yenwood. It encompasses notable settlements such as New Hiamar, Gyron's Grasp, Gilded Vale, and of course Caed Nua. What was this about Road Warden? The one who rules Caed Nua on behalf of the Earl of Yenwood is traditionally known as the Road Warden. Your position might not be entirely official yet, but the title is an appropriate form of address. The Marshal nods and smiles. Understood. I don't have any more questions. Your timing is impeccable. Here comes Lord Gathbin now. That big burly guy? An opulently dressed man strides towards the Chancellor, his sandy hair trailing him like a banner caught in a light breeze, boot heels echoing throughout the hall. An elven woman with cropped hair dressed in dark, glinting mail shadows his steps before taking his position alongside him. She watches you unabashedly, taking your measure. Let's move past this formality as quickly as possible. I've other matters to attend to. It's well known that Caed Nua belongs to me, by right. And where is this pretender? Show me the fool that thinks to steal my land. Where is this low-born wretch? Warren clears his throat and glances at you. This man here, this is the Lord of Caed Nua. I thought he was just another servant, perhaps a valet or a porter. Everyone who owns their own keep, raise a hand. Go on, don't be shy. Imbecile. I hope you've enjoyed your time squatting on my land. Provoke me further, and I'll hang you from the highest wall of Caed Nua when our business is finished. Chancellor, read the Earl's decree. Warren breaks the seal on the scroll and unfurls it. Regarding the matter of the Gathbin claim on Caed Nua, Earl Bademar finds that the Gathbin claim was never relinquished. By law, Caed Nua is the rightful property of the Gathbin family. I knew it. That sucks, actually. Gathbin smirks at you, triumphantly. I'm not yet finished reading, my lord. Gathman rolls his eyes and motions for the Chancellor to continue. However, the Earl recognizes Davos's part in reclaiming Kaidnua, a site that has stood abandoned and even, some would say, cursed for over a century. Before Kaidnua is returned to the Gathman family, the Earl has decreed that Lord Gathman will provide compensation in the form of absolutely not. Gathman folds his arms, a defiant scowl on his face. Milord? Warren raises his eyebrows. The amount is quite reasonable, and a requirement for your land to be returned to you. If you'll just allow me to finish, I'll not pay a single copper to this miscreant for my ancestral land. Do you think I'm blind to the Earl's motives, lackey? He thinks he can send a message with this insult. I have a message you can send to that son of a whore. Gathman raises an open hand at the Chancellor, shrinks from him, arms raised in defense. Keep your hands off me, you peasant. Gathman yanks his arm free of your hand and steps back. The elven woman deftly draws a pistol from her thick leather belt. Her eyes widen in anticipation. My lords, please. There's no need for violence. Lord Gathman holds your gaze for several heartbeats, his eyes burning with hatred. I'll be coming for what's mine. You count on it. Come, Captain Emery. We're leaving. He sneers defiantly before storming down the hall. The captain lowers her pistol and gives a smirking shrug before following her employer. Well, I can't say that Gathman's reaction was entirely unexpected. Through no fault of your own, I'm afraid you've made a powerful enemy. I've dealt with much worse. I hope you're right, Warren smiles thinly. In any case, Kaidnua now officially belongs to you, since Lord Gathman has rejected the Earl's decree. He hands you a deep blue scepter, which looks to have been carved entirely out of sapphire. Here, this belonged to one of the old lords of Kaidnua. By right, it's yours now. Please extend an invitation to Lord Gathman to feast with me within the halls of Kaidnua. There's no need for us to be enemies. That is a generous offer, and I'll make sure it reaches Lord Gathman. It was a pleasure to finally meet you, my lord. Warren bows. Perhaps we'll speak again, under more pleasant circumstances. Farewell, Davos. The Marshal nods at you and leaves. I just got a castle. Or keep, anyway.
Hail, traveler.
The man continues his work without looking up. I'm looking for militia records. Oh, I've already tried this. Well, let's try it again. I'm looking for militia records from the time of the Saints' War, trying to find out what happened to someone. The man clears his throat. We've had a number of inquiries about such information. I'm afraid we've had to bar access to the public. Seems there are still quite a number of folk in Deerwood who bear ill will toward Rhaed Serans. It would be irresponsible to surrender their names to just anyone. Many came to settle here as refugees. For the first time, he turns his full attention towards you, and his eyes flicker in recognition. Of course, that policy is for the general public. Exceptions can be made for those who have already proven their worth. He looks up at a shelf and withdraws a thick volume, shifting a layer of dust aside with his hand. The rosters are in the front, the inventories of the dead in back. He passes it into Ader's outstretched hands. Ader leafs through the book for some time anxiously, running his thick farmhand's fingers over page after page of names. At last his hand stops, his fingers just below one name.
Steelyx, died 18 Majavernho 2808. Third Battle of Cleaban Relock. Blazing Glonfather names, I swear.
I feel you, Ader.
Sarah's?
He stops short, his eyes bulging. They scan back and forth, over and over.
The effigy. He fought for Rhaed Serans. Why did he fight for Rhaed Serans?
He stares at the page, his jaw agape before suddenly looking up at you. I'm sure he had a good reason. I am too. He stares at the page, his complexion drained. I am too.
That battlefield. Clea, the one I said. I don't know how else I'm gonna make sense of all this. I gotta see what he saw.
Come on, give each character their own voice. I try, honestly, with the NPCs. I do little inflections. It's not anything crazy, but I'm not about to sit here and create new personas for every single person.
Maybe his spirit will even be there and you can have one of your weird talks with him. I mean, worth trying, right?
I'll help any way I can.
That. Wish I could say you won't regret it, but you certainly might.
How you doing, Knight? Steelyx looks content. Yeah, he's a very happy boy over here. That's for sure. How's Arlo doing? Alright, I think I'm going to go to Stormwall first. I have a feeling that the cliffs that I'm looking for may be Anslog's Compass, but it also might be to the west of Searing Falls. So let's try Stormwall first, and then hit Searing Falls. Actually, let's stop at Wooden Plains. It's possible I can leave from the south. Being a spaz like usual, yeah. It's all fine and good. Nothing wrong with a little spazziness. Ooh, what's going on here? Nadine. A woman you remember from Brackenbury strides over to you. The hem of her robe is torn and covered in burrs. You could have just refused. You could have forgotten all about the theorems of Pangrim. But you had to go and tell Grimda. Oh, this lady! Oh, I feel so bad. I'm sorry. I screwed up. Her voice trembles, and she clutches at her hair with a shaking hand. You coin grubbers will do anything for a little profit. I hope whatever Grimda offered you was worth it. Honestly, I am truly sorry. I did not expect her to react the way she did. She barks with harsh laughter. Me too. Crap. Alright, well.
We're then wrong.
Ah, damn it. I'm sorry, lady. Poor Nadine. How's Connor's hand? These appear to be all the same. Expected at least one of them to be different. Huh. Funny. And I don't think anyone needs that. +5 copper. This plain gold band contains a power that belies its simple appearance. It's been passed between animancers, wizards, and other scholars for centuries because it provides a steady income to the wearer, allowing him or her to pursue research interests without being tied to a particular patron. That's cool if it's just like a perpetual, like every time you find gold, you find 5 more. That would be awesome. But who do I give it to? Him. I don't actually need this. Oh, shice. 20% raw damage? Damn. No one else uses scepters? Yeah. Love games like this. I'm so sorry, loots the corpses. I mean, what else am I gonna do? She attacked me, it was self-defense. Ah, okay, I couldn't get a Searing Falls from here. Good. Searing Falls then. Okay. Well. Okay. One at a time wasn't so bad. I'm afraid to do guys all have the right weapons equipped, right? Yes. Fun with the stream, later days and nights. Yeah, you too, man. Have a good night. Oh, gosh. I don't. That wasn't so bad. They had a lot of health, but they weren't all that powerful. What is happening here? Is someone... That was weird. What was that all about? Are we good? Everyone chilled out? Alright. I expected that to be much worse. Why am I just stuck in battle for so long? Ah, yes. That's a full-on Drake. I'm still in combat. I don't understand why. I don't know what to do here. I feel like I've activated something in the middle. I haven't necessarily pissed this thing off yet. I hope the game just didn't glitch out on me. That'd be really unfortunate. Come and get it. Man, still. Yeah, their health isn't going up. What is happening? Oh gosh.
This thing isn't doing the job. This thing isn't...
It's no use.
Okay, then fight a different one for a second. Jeez. do the thing. Still? How many more creatures are left? Come on now. It's just glitched. Ugh. Alright, what do I do here? Okadito, yeah, he is watching. He's obsessed. Anything that moves on the screen. Okay. So I should be able to do something to him. Nope, he's still just stuck. I'm not sure what to do. Did that do it? No, he's still... Oh, man. Well, it did something. So it's a start.
Almost.
Ooh. Does anyone have fan flames? You get a bunch of level 2 things. Yep, I know. Alright, as annoying as that was, it actually worked. I still can't select him for some reason, but that's fine. Cool. Problem solved. Let's go ahead and rest. Give you movement. You're fine there. You're fine. You're fine. Okay. Good boy, Steely boy. Hey. Yeah. Scotty saunters over to you, stretching her legs. She holds a pouch of deer jerky in one hand, and she offers it as she takes a seat across from you. Tumak looks on hungrily. Long day. She bends one arm behind her head, reaching until you hear a pop. Just wanted to see how you're holding up. You seem to have a lot of long nights. Well, the leaden key hasn't assassinated me yet, so I guess I can't complain. A bright side to everything, isn't there? She folds her arms over her knees. Look, it's been a while since I had a hunting party, but we're in this together now. And even if we're hunting for different things, we're still hunting together. She takes a hunk of dried meat from her pouch and bites a long strip from it. Itimax licks his lips, and she tosses him the rest. I don't understand exactly what's happening to you, but I'll help you find Theos. Same as you're doing for me. Appreciate you. Sagani, that was very kind of you. Alright, let's check out this area now that I'm free to do so. Surprisingly, I can't go anywhere from here. Nor can I go that direction. Huh. Not as much here as I would have expected there to be. Hey, bud. What's going on? What's on your mind, huh? What's on your mind? Check out this here cave. Oh, big area.
A temple to Margaret if there ever was one. That's so familiar. That's how you know she's excited.
Rippling waves of heat rise. Deleterious alacrity of motion. Oh. It's too risky. I'll pass. And by pass, I mean sell it. There we go. Itimax seems to be sitting there kind of haphazardly a lot more. Rippling waves of heat rise. Yes, I will take that. In fact, Aloth, how you doing, buddy? This to her. And that to him. Yep, spirit shield. I'll make sure I got all that right. Nope, not that one.
going anywhere
Okay.
like this.
Oh dear God, what have I done? Kale the Silent. The drake cocks its enormous head, looking at you. It issues a stream of words directly into your mind. Glowing, burning, spark. You, Orland thing. You come to take my spark, yes? What exactly is the spark? The drake coils its body protectively around something. Spark is an ember. Warm, glowing, beautiful. It turns its head to look at you out of one slit pupil. One day I will become a burning thing, bright and terrible like my spark. I'll just be going now. No, the drake roars. Crap. You've come to steal it with your cold, dirty paws. I shall protect it. I am about to die. There's no question in my mind about that. Let's do that. I'm gonna have to carefully make sure that I do this one. Oh God. What is happening here? Why can't I? Thank you. Alright. See? He's already almost dead. Jeez. Get over there. Well, that didn't do much of anything. You're fine for now. You heal him. You? Yep. Give me some more fun things to fight with. Where are you? You're right there. Okay. That's... Can you not use that one? Alright. Who's low? Itamak, okay. I don't want to lose him, but... You keep healing yourself. You got this. That's 60 seconds. Let's give you that as well. What? Huh. Alright, let's try that. That works differently than I thought it would. That's not going to affect a Drake. Why am I doing that? I thought I already gave you that, but apparently you don't need it. So that's good. What do you got that's fun that can help? I might actually win this. Holy crap.
Got an arrow for this one.
Wow. Okay. Nice. What game is this? Looks like Diablo. Some similarities, yeah. It's called Pillars of Eternity. I am not in combat. Oh, don't give me this crap again with Inamak. What is going on with him?
Good shot. This.
Alright, since this seems to be happening more, I'm going to fix it, save, and try and reload the game, because this is a fairly annoying glitch. How did I do that before? Who knocked him out? I think he used a scroll or something. Oh, I didn't even realize that I could just do that. Yep. We good? Can we... Alright, thank you. Goodness. Burning stone. A bright orange light blazes from the center of the stone. It radiates intense heat, yet it doesn't burn your hands as you hold it. On the ground where the dragon had curled around it, you find a stone that glows a brilliant orange, yet is cool to the touch when you reach to retrieve it. Durrance catches a glimpse of it, and his eyes bulge out of their sockets. He scowls, his mouth puckered as though having tasted poison, and he spits on the stony ground. A whore's cruel jest. The bitch has always known where to sink her claws to get a raise out of me. What do you mean? The stone you carry. This is part of the bomb that destroyed Eothas. The Godhammer. The hell's it doing here? One wonders. The bomb blew big, but it would not have sent fragments this far from the Citadel. The Drake must have carried it quite a distance, or Magran merely put it here herself. You seem kinda angry. For the first time, Durrance seems to become aware of his demeanor, and as quickly as it had flared, it seems to recede, until you start to question whether he had been angry at all. No, it is not anger, you see. I am merely the victim of a divine practical joke, it seems. That will remain between she and I, Watcher, for only I am able to appreciate it. Think it's worth anything? Ha! Ask Eothas. If you mean in terms of copper, there was a time when it might have been, but the market soon became flooded with pieces of the Godhammer, most of them no more than trivial enchantments from swindlers dabbling in wizardry. counterfeit. As there has never been a reliable way to judge a fragment's authenticity, and the would-be judges are often watchers, questionable as the artifacts themselves, their value has plummeted considerably. Ask any shopkeep if he's interested, and he'll try to sell you his fragments instead. Well, let's bring it back to Firga. You catch Durin scowling once more out of the corner of your eye, but he says nothing else. That didn't go nearly as bad as I expected it to. I fully anticipated getting killed there. Glad I didn't. Ruby, ooh, that's new. Tai Andratara. Translated as Andra's tooth, these are large Baroque teardrop-shaped pearls, most commonly found and traded by Alamoa. Interesting. That must be a very rare one. Tidefall. That's going to be good for Pelagina. Superb draining. Fuck yes. And wounding. What does wounding do? 25% damage inflicted over time? That's interesting. There's a direct upgrade, a very nice upgrade. Hell yes.
I shall be discreet.
Aura of Wreathing Flame. Which is 6 damage reduction and 5 to 10 burn damage for anyone who hits me. I can't see that being super useful. You can get that back, and then we'll give that to Aloth, since he has a tendency to get his ass beat.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark places.
So interesting. Alright, like I said though, I am going to save real quick and just restart the game. I'm not going to interrupt the stream at all. I just, that glitch is happening more and more, and I want to make sure that it's, and I just want to see if this will fix it. And we're back. I like how there's a lore of something valuable lost value. Yeah, this, it plays a lot like Baldur's Gate with the, amount of lore to everything in the game. A lot of, really in-depth storytelling, which is why I love it. Every single item has a history and a description and... Ah, I knew it. Pearlwood Bluff. That's the other place I needed to go. Alright, let's head there next. Before I go there, though, how am I doing on spells? I can risk a battle or two. Whoa. There we go. You doing, pup? Yes, good boy. Sent word from the Deadfire Archipelago thanking me. What's wrong, bud? You wanna get down? You wanna get down? Do you wanna go? No? You just talking? What are you doing? What do you want? Go on. It's a good boy. Good pop. So he just sent me something? Oh, this goes backwards. From the top. Neri the Deft Hand has sent word from the Deadfire Archipelago thanking you for your role and giving her a fresh start. Okay, cool. Interesting. Maybe she'll drop some items off. That'd be cool. 10 hours until my next upgrade is finished. And, whoa.
Do these
All
look like the cliffs from your
Now we're
vision?
here. You know they do. What do you want, good boy? I wonder that all the time. He's so needy. He's a good one, though. I think he's tired because I took him on 2 walks today. So he's just complaining. Oh, hello. Gosh.
I'm stuck.
Davos does do significantly more damage since I replaced his weapon, but he also takes a lot more because he doesn't have draining, and that worries me. As long as he enjoys his walks is good. Yeah, fair. He does. He has a good time. We just moved to a new place not too long ago, and I'm trying to get him used to being off leash, and he's getting there. In the bay below, waves roll towards Defiance Bay. Oop, a plant. What are you? Oh, dear God. Of course, I have no more spell slots. Dear Lord. You guys good? Not taking any more damage?
Got him.
Alright, I think it's a good time to take a new rest. So I'm not worried about dying again. "27 minutes. Killing me. Cornhelm, Fleet Feet. Eh.
Margaret's fire casts light in dark rooms.
I don't even know what that was.
Breathe.
It's immune to at least one of my attacks. But they're going down pretty quick anyway. That wasn't so bad. Primal Wind. Wind Blight. That's new. As you reach the edge of the bluff, you recognize the exact location from your vision of Persoc. He was here not long ago. Sagani stands alert, the Adra statuette in one hand while she scans the cliff. You close your eyes, feeling the ether for some trace of Persoc's presence. The darkness behind your eyelids takes shape. You feel Persoc running through the forest this time, hurtling and dashing around rocks and trees. The scenery whizzes by too fast. You can't make out the details between the blurred greenery. Something looms out of the trees ahead of you. Persock finally stops in front of an Adra arch. Do you recognize a natural arch made of Adra? They got something like that out in Ir Glanfath, across the water from Twin Elms. Then I know where to
Then
look
I'll
next for
follow.
Persock.
In these visions, I don't suppose you're getting a sense for who Persock is now.
Someone who appreciates the scenery, that's for sure. Sagani chuckles. Nothing against these stuffy forests, but you haven't seen the southern lights
At least
over
we're getting
Nazatak.
closer. Seems like we've made more progress together than I've made in a year. That
was he
depends on
like?
who you ask. I talked to everyone in Masuk before I left. I heard he was a strong leader, a dependable builder, a caring grandfather, a wise elder, a generous neighbor, a cunning negotiator.
Might as well be one of those impossibly perfect heroes from the Adira epics. He was probably all of those things at different times.
The odd thing is, many in Masuk weren't much older than me when Persock passed. And yet everyone wanted to make sure he heard about something in particular. Our trade with the Amawa, our successful hunts, peace with neighboring villages.
She kicks another pebble over the edge. Itumak follows its arc, his ears forward. Persock accomplished a lot that affected all of
It just
Masuk.
seems odd that so few of us remember him beyond the things he did for the village. Most of his family members, the ones who knew him, are in their twilight years now. And Persock was too busy to spend much time with his younger relatives.
Itumak yawns and impatiently nuzzles her hand. Oh, he changed your village. That's worth
Perhaps you're
remembering.
right.
Her brow creases, but the black paint obscures the look
Anyway,
in her eyes.
What about this Theos character you're searching for? Seems like he was someone important to you. What do you remember about him?
Honestly, I don't know anything about him. I think he was an authority figure of
Not a
some
lot to
kind.
go on, huh? Hopefully you can pick up a few more clues about him while we're running around.
Yeah, hopefully. Enough chatter from me, or Persock will find himself a new body before we even get to this one. I don't think I have anything else to talk about with you, but no, okay. Apparently I do not. What do we got here? A lively breeze ruffles your clothes as you approach the edge of the bluff. A cave mouth yawns from the cliff face. It's only a dozen feet below your position, but the weathered rock is too smooth to scale. A rock perches near the precipice. It feels like a sturdy anchor. Alright, let's tie my rope to the rock, securing it with the grappling hook, and climb down. You fasten your rope to the rock and descend. Suddenly, a strong gust of wind whips along from the bay. You struggle to hold onto the rope as the breeze tosses you around. Ooh, that's not good. The wind picks up and knocks Aloth into the wall. Aloth loses hold of the rope and begins to plummet. Without hesitation, Adir reaches out and grabs Pelagina. The weight wrenches Adir's shoulder, but saves Pelagina from certain death. Moments later, the gale subsides, and you make your way to the mouth of the cave. But Aloth is good? Alright, it looks like Adir injured his shoulder. Aloth appears totally fine. Yeah, good. Now what's up with your shoulder? Wrenched shoulder. -2 might, -25% attack speed. Ouch. That is painful. I just noticed that my dungeon's finished, so what's next? Bailey unlocks a lot more. Craft hall would be nice. Yeah, let's start with the craft hall, because that's going to come in handy. Ring of the Salonan, Ring of Wizardry. Ooh, hello! 2 centuries after Telda forged a ring extending her spellcasting powers, a wizard of the Valian Republic sought to improve upon her design. Almert of Salona was never known for particularly original scholarship or spellcraft, and many of his peers accused him of outright plagiarism. It's widely held that this is the reason he never received much credit for this ring, the one truly remarkable achievement of his career. That's amazing. That was absolutely worth a deer breaking his shoulder. Deflection or everything else. Deflection's important, but this is very important for you. Now, who wants this? Everything else? No. Hell no. Yeah, I'll give that to you.
Can't move now.
Doesn't appear to be anything else coming from that direction.
Slowly now.
Alright. That's that. Let's check out my journal. What do I got? Deerford. Saints War Battlefield. Keep traveling. That's way later. Not way later, but a little later. Not quite ready. Cadnua. Adra Arch. Oh, that's over by Twin Elms. Where was Firga? Because that's my next stop. Tranquil Ardent of Magran has had her faith shaken by as a result, has been unable to keep the secret sacred fires. Sacred fires. Okay, that rings a bell, but not quite. Twin Elms, Andre's Gift. Woodend Plains. I can probably go there next. That's way later. And Deerford. And wherever I think it's Deerford. Yeah, so I could just head over to Stormwall, or I could backtrack and go to, I think First Fires is where she was. It's my next stop. A messenger from Defiance Bay has arrived. I hate that he's from Defiance Bay, because that's literally where I am. Alright, I think this lady has to be in here. She might be over in Copper Lane, but I'm fairly certain she's in the palace. I may be wrong.
Greetings.
Oh, there she is. Present the burning stone. I journeyed to Searing Falls myself. This is what I found there. By the flame. She takes the stone in her hand. Do you know what this is? It's a fragment of the Godhammer bomb. Yes. She turns it in her hands. The very weapon that Magrin herself helped us build to defeat Widewind in the Saints' War. She turns the stone in her hands, gazing into its bright glow. It's weird seeing it right in front of you like that. Before it was just stories. It never seemed real. Yet her mouth twists into a frown, and the orange light carves deep shadows across her face. So why don't I feel any differently? What good does this do? Her knuckles whiten as she tightens her fingers around the stone. Ooh, that's harsh. That's really harsh, but I think it's the right thing. Margaret is the goddess of trials, and yet you sent me to pursue the vision she gave to you. You proved yourself faithless. Her expression cracks in anguish. Was it a test? Or just evidence of what Margaret already knew? She tucks the rock away. I think I suspected, but I kept hoping for a different answer. Everyone's trial comes. There's no avoiding it. To avoid it is to fail it. Her weakness shows plain as the relic's glow. She may have worn the robes of Magrin, but she never followed her. Lost in the darkness, this one. Do not forget what it looks like. She looks sadly at the empty-handed statue. This is the true burden of faith. Not a goddess's challenge, but her absence, her silence, or the answer that reveals your own hollow conviction. She folds her hands in front of her. It will take weeks still to appoint a suitable successor. In the meantime, I'll serve the people as best I can. She sighs again. Wait here a moment. She disappears and quickly returns with something in her hands. I'm no longer fit to wield this, but perhaps it can serve you. Besides, I do owe you some thanks for the service you've performed. Thank you. Farewell. And good luck. Sorry, lady. Hello. I wish it had draining. It's pretty solid, though. Convert graze to hit, exceptional speed, and burning lash. Ooh, that's really good. Not for anyone that I have, though.
Can't move now.
Lost 192 CP to bandits, but earned 272. That's pretty cool. Oh,
Hey,
Steely boy.
You think we could get another dog? Keep this one company? Just a thought.
I'd love to, man. None of you are willing to hold on to one. I have this cat sitting here. No one's willing to take him on. Alright, let's pop over to Copper Lane. Unless you were talking about Itamak, but that's a fox, dude. And you keep trying to be friendly with it, and it does not like you.
Hail, traveler.
No.
Greetings.
Maybe? I think it was you. Seal of Faith, yes. And then Telda's ring? Yes. Either of those is what I want. But won't be able to get quite yet. Also, I never use traps, so thinking about selling all of these. I'll keep holding on to them for now. I don't explicitly need the money. Don't want to get rid of that, though. Hold on to that as well, just in case. Anything else that I can get rid of right here? No. Alright. Alright, so it's you that has the 2 rings. And I still can't afford that one. And that's the one that I really would prefer. I almost don't even want to get rid of this one. It'll drop Aloth's defenses. So I'll wait for now. Yeah, alright, we're good there. Let's head over to the Goose and Fox. We'll rest real quick. Oh. Actually, no.
Fiery whore of a goddess!
Easy, Durance. Written on the scrap of parchment is a concise but detailed description of you, including your name, your distinguishing features, and everyone you're known to have associated with in your brief time in the Deerwood. Again, with these people. Ah, new spell. Alright. How long before? 1 day, 2 hours. Let's keep it going then. Kitty, kitty, kitty. Meow. Pop over here.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Pardon the intrusion, my lord. Chancellor Warren urgently requests that you meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. It's the second time this frickin' Warren dude has sent a messenger all the way to Caed Nua as I enter the city. Like, just send a guy to meet me. The Lady Webb did that. Why can't Warren. Why isn't the Chancellor meeting me at the palace, first of all? Perhaps the Chancellor is meeting you meeting you in an unofficial capacity. It happens from time to time. The messenger stares at the ground, avoiding eye contact. And is this about Kainua again? I don't know. My apologies, my lord. I am merely a messenger. Alright, I'll meet with him when I can. The messenger bows stiffly. As he exits the chamber, he gives an audible sigh of relief before the doors slam shut behind him. Vithrak brain. Large gelatinous brain of a Vithrak. Though the Vithrak are known to possess impressive powers of the mind, there is no obvious source for said power on the brain's wrinkled surface. Thanks. Ogre blood. That one's new. Potent blood of an ogre. It seems darker and thicker than the blood of smaller creatures, though similar in all other respects. Neat. That must all be from the, I don't even remember what it's called, but the, I built something here that generates animal parts every turn, which is nice.
Better indeed.
Curio shop, that's what it was. I gotta go to Brackenbury. You know what? I'm gonna check out the curio shop to see what they have for sale. I haven't been in there yet. Lizard skins, knuckle bones, and teeth of various sizes lie among the weeds. Dozens of spider legs protrude from the necks of these bottles. Essence shimmers within these bottles. It's good to see you, my lord. I have all manner of odds and ends here, acquired from every corner of the Deerwood. Spider venom, skulder ears, anything you might wish. Well, show me what you got. Yeah, just a bunch of animal parts. I mean, good. It's excellent to have. And most importantly, it's a place to sell all my crap. Actually, before I get too far, check out my inventory real quick, because some of these might be really good to have. Yeah, buddy. I can get this stuff using the stuff that she has. Awesome. Okay. I keep almost replacing his armor, so I'm not going to do that yet, because it's coming close to a point where I'm not going to want it. Bind soul? The hell? Soulbind, geared, Hawaiianus, Stennis to Aeloth. Once bound, this item cannot be equipped by any other character. Why would I want to do that? To unlock the next level. Oh, hell yeah. Let's try this out and see what happens. Whoa, what did it do? Soulbound. Deal 200 raw damage to enemies with geared Hawaiianus to unlock the next level. Interesting. Okay. So that's a weapon that levels up over time as opposed to being enchanted. Neat. Not upset about that at all. What do you have right now? You have fine. None of that helps you. That's not really important. You have fine. Could give you... That actually would be beneficial to him, so might as well. That has fine. None of that's gonna help. Good there. You already have fine, so good there. Not sure I want to waste a diamond, but maybe. Honestly, it's going to help a little bit. Why not? I'll do might instead of diamond. So ignoring him, let's give you Constitution. You can have Constitution as well. You're already proofed. You can have Intellect. I probably should have done Might on him, but that's fine. Increase your dexterity. This is way less important for you, so I'll do like shocked or something. Alright, cool.
Better indeed.
Yeah, every little bit helps, man. Not touching your armor, though. Before I go anywhere. Um, 5 hours, okay. Jeez. Oh, head over to Wooden Plains. Craft hall is done. So let's start work on I'm thinking let's do the barracks. I know it's going to be important sooner than later. Alright, then to Brackenbury. Where did this guy... Alright, charred barrel right there.
Greetings.
So that's... not yet. I don't want to stop that one just yet. Ah, Chancellor Warren. Lord Davos, what brings you to Brackenbury? Put down the ale, old man. You summoned me. No, I didn't. I received a missive from you. The Chancellor sets down his mug of ale and looks at you quizzically. As far as I know, nothing has changed regarding your rightful possession of Caed Nua. You realize the charred barrel has gone quiet, and turn to see the last of the patrons quickly disappearing through the front door. A moment later, a group of armed men and women stride into the tavern. Oh dear. The Chancellor quickly ducks behind the table. Yep. The woman leading the armed group lowers her cowl with one hand, while keeping the other on a pistol tucked into her belt. You immediately recognize Gathbin's captain. Now that the sheep have been herded from their pen, you and I can conduct our business, unfortunate as it may be. What do you want? Oh, I think you know. Lord Gathbin has ordered your death. She forces a frown. A shame, really. I admire your exploits, even if only half of them are true. Sadly, I have my orders. She should work for me. Yeah, Gathbin will lose. You should absolutely work for me. The man is swine, albeit noble. A wealthy swine. Her lip curls in feigned disgust. Were I to do it again, I doubt I'd have taken in with him. But what's done is done, and Lord Gathbin is as ruthless as he is arrogant. He'll go to great lengths to avenge a betrayal. What could you offer me to make me consider such a risk? A better life, serving an honorable lord. I've heard such stories about you. They can't all be true, can they? She's silent a moment. Tales of your charity, your kindness. But I also see strength in you. But is that enough to best Lord Gathbin? That gamble is too rich for my blood. Still, I think I can tell Gathbin that you didn't take the bait and never showed up here. No need for anyone to die today, eh? She looks to her troops and they nod in agreement. Know this. The day will soon come when you must face Gathbin. I've lived this long by knowing which side to be on. Prove yourself on the battlefield and who knows. Until we meet again, Davos. Well, that was unexpected. Warren emerges from beneath his table and smooths the rumpled sleeves of his robe. It does make the strange reports I've received from the Grasp make more sense in context, however. And what haven't you told me? Earl Baedmar decided to keep an eye on Lord Gathbin's activities. Gathbin has been hiring a lot of men recently, but for what purpose we can't say. I'd advise you to take extra precautions at Caed Nua. He may be attempting to place spies or saboteurs within your walls. Good thing I just started construction of the barracks. Be wary, Davos. I don't think you've seen Lord Gathbin's endgame yet. He swallows the rest of his ale and gives you a curt nod before heading for the door. It's a really good thing that I brushed up on all my defenses over there before I did anything else. It's going to be a fun time for everyone. Didn't mean to almost rob from you, dude. Sorry. Show me your menu. I don't have anything to sell. What am I doing?
Good day, stranger.
I do, however, want a room. Ooh. And this is going to seem kind of silly, but I think... yeah, I only have 3 camping supplies, so I'm going to go grab a 4th that's been sitting in a chest somewhere. But first, Deerford... Saints War battlefield near Twin Elms? Doesn't matter, it's along the way. Endurance, travel, later, Caed. Twin Elms. Twin Elms. Andra. Wood End. That's way later. And then back to Kainua. Okay. Let's take a quick pop over to Heritage Hill, grab those other camping supplies. I know it's silly because I could just buy them for like 75 copper or whatever it is, but I don't know. I got to advance the clock a little bit anyways. Might as well. Might as well. That's all I got.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Consider raising your security? Really? My security's pretty damn high. But it'll be even higher pretty soon, so guess that's fair. Oh, hello. I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop him, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. Your boy got lucky. My guards, good men both, got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. I paid those thugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had. There he is! A woman points at you, and all eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gazes upon you. What is going on here? We want justice. You've been terrorizing us, and we won't stand for it any longer. Have I now? You sent your men to my farm to collect a crop tax, saying we was overdue. For me it was a road toll. I've been traveling up and down this way for years, and this was the first I've heard of such a thing. Other people in the crowd chime in with similar stories. What makes you think I sent these men? They said they were acting on orders from the Lord of Kainua. That's you! Huh. It's that bastard. If this happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops? And my goods? And the families of my guards? Oh, it's a good thing I'm not a dick. Share this amongst yourselves. Most generous of you, my lord. The villagers nod and smile at you, uttering thanks as they distribute the coins between them. Ah, angry mobs. The inevitable thorn in every ruler's side, eh, Davos? Yeah, they're good people. Can't blame them for reacting that way. I mean, the dude just fucking has a crippled son now. Your subjects are fortunate to have a leader that understands the compassionate side of nobility. But for now, they will have to wait. I have news about Lord Gathbin. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall, away from curious ears. For those of you that are unfamiliar with my playstyles, I'm not always a good guy, but if I do a playthrough that's a certain way, I tend to stick with it. So in this case, yes, I am playing mostly as a good guy. I just can't do it. Lord Davos. I've received word that Lord Gathbin is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood Field. It appears a peaceful claim to Kainua is no longer possible. The Earl has sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in an advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. And why won't the Earl officially legitimize my claim? It is a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Gathbin's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more so than killing the man outright. With Gathbin dead, the Earl only need worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for Lord Gathbin. Those, if court gossip is to be believed, are few and far between. Losing a family claim to land and title, though, such disputes incite hatred from the entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst the other nobles. Wars are started for less. No, if Gathbin is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl and all others who would dispute your claims. This is what it means to be a noble in the Dyrwood. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. How much time do I have? Enough. It's rumored Lord Gathbin will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. He grins and winks. Still, I'd not tarry long. I have a fortress with strong walls that I have been building and amassing and securing. Why not let Gathbin's army come to me? Lord Gathbin isn't fool enough to risk tearing down Kaidnua just to kill you, and if you shield yourself behind these walls, he'll have free rein to torment your subjects in the countryside. Earl Baedmar will see your inaction against Lord Gathbin as a sign that you're unwilling to perform your duties as Lord of Kaidnua. Losing his support will have dire consequences. Taking the fight to Lord Gathbin is your only option. Then let's talk about my army. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from the lands around Kaidnua. Hopefully people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to that of Lord Gathbin's. Any hirelings stationed at Kaidnua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. That's pretty cool, actually. However, most of these men and women have no military experience. Hopefully you can gain additional allies. The Knights of the Crucible, perhaps. Or the Dozens. Hint, hint. What's the status of my regular troops? The Marshal shakes his head. Too green and too few. If you go up against Lord Gathbin now, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. Well, then we need to recruit veteran troops. I know of a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 coppers should cover the expenses. I don't have that much at the moment. What special allies do I have available? He shakes his head. No one has offered their help, I'm afraid. It may be possible to find an ally in Defiance Bay among the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, or if you're truly desperate, House Dominel. They're all dead, sorry. I've also heard rumors of a force of Rayed Serens currently in the White March. If you find your way that far north, perhaps you can sway some of them to join our cause. That's all for now. Okay. So I have to raise a army. Alright, well, let's do this quest for the Dozens then. That way I can get them on my team. Because, that needs to happen. But the question is, where the hell do I go for that? It's not that. Yeah, but really though, what is it? It's not that. Ah! It's the Giant Slayers at Woodend Plains. That's what it is. Okay.
Looks.
It's Witch's Walk. Every few years, an order of druids from around the Eastern Reach meets at Magran's Fork and performs a week-long processional along an ancient trail they believe was once used by the Engwithans. In recent years, the trail has seen little use by Kith, but is frequented by beasts and wilder. Due to the nature of the processional, the druids carry no weaponry and take a vow to abstain from violence. They are seeking trustworthy mercenaries and adventurers to help protect them during their observances. I'll send him.
A little healthier than before.
Alright, still got to explore the Eastern Wood, but before I do all of that nonsense, let's head over to... Oh, where am I going? Woodend Plains. Where is that? The only thing I'm seeing that even remotely resembles a plains is beyond Craigholt. Oh, no, Woodend Plains. It's right there. Derp. Okay, that's the place, right? I'm blind. Going deaf. Going blind. My barracks is complete. Alright, let's do anything else that ups my security next. So that's going to be my next priority. So we got the Warden's Lodge is +2. Yeah, let's do that. What was the tower? What was that? Two and 1. Yep. Alright, so the next best thing... Can I not? Well, after I do the Bailey, of course. I'll have some more things, but for now, Warden's Lodge. Yep. Works for me. Ah. Neat. I think I can afford them. I think I can afford all of them. Aw, man. That's right. I probably should have paid more attention. I thought there was exactly 8 of them. But, I like this. I probably wouldn't have done the Scald. I probably would have done something else. But my security is pretty heavy, so I do need the prestige bonus. Yeah, I'm good with what I got. That's fine. Alright. Now we're here. And I need to look for someone somewhere. According to one of the giants who couldn't find a way into the ruins at their camp in Woodend Plains. Oh, it's going to be either to the south or to the east. Or, sorry, west. Here they are. Bina eyes you with amusement, but his voice carries menace. You must be lost, pup. The giant slayers don't share bounties. Well, Wenin sent me to help. He stops leaning against his sword and grips the pommel. Wenin sent you. A knot forms in his jaw. The well-groomed man leans in, swaying as if drunk. You think you can get the weapons? You've got 2 problems, rookie. A flooded entrance for one, and crucibled patrols for another. We've seen more knights than face painters out here. Why are the Knights of the Crucible here? Damned if I know. They're glorified thugs in armor and usually prefer their feathered beds to camp cots. I'd gut one in an instant, but I can't collect bounties as a wanted man. Tell me about the flooded entrance. Must be the rains, he shrugs. We found this in the water, though. He holds up a flat, circular piece of Audra and drops it into a pouch on his belt. Not much natural Audra around here. Might be a key of some kind. Couldn't experiment much with the damn knights prowling around. What about the weapons? What do you know? Wenon's paying good coin for them. That's all I need to know. So what now? Now that's an interesting question. You see, we never, ever shares bounties. His companions move to stand in line with him, hands on their weapons. And that's Wenon's problem, not mine. You should talk to your employer. I'll have words with Wenon. Don't worry about that. He steps forward, his weapon now in hand. You still shouldn't have come. Then have it your way. I'm not going to be threatened by you. Absolutely not. Guy was a freaking werewolf. That was cool. Yeah, you probably should have shared your bounty there, guy. Maybe you'd be alive to talk about it. But, you know, sucks to suck, I guess. This palm-sized Audra disc has been shaped into a perfect circle. Runes have been engraved around the edges, but they are too small to decipher. Do. No one else is going to need any of those. Maybe this. Not for her. Alright, yeah. Sell that, sell that. Check out the grimoire here. You can learn a new spell. Minor Blights. That's cool. Nope, and there's more. Oh, maybe not. Alright, so there's something about a wetland or a flooded tunnel. Just east of Wooden Plains. I was headed this way anyways. Feral Druid. That guy looked cool. Some of those transformations were wicked cool. lions hanging around the forest. No big deal. Ooh, oh. Alright, now that I've unlocked a path to Deerford, we can flesh out the rest of this area. Had a feeling that was only about halfway down. Okay. I always forget to go stealth as I walk along this area, these areas.
My bow's ready.
I wanted to see if I can get some like deer meat or something off of that. I couldn't. Hello, Hiravius. Chewing on a piece of uncooked meat, a small Orlan dressed in tattered leathers offers a mumbled greeting and waves his hand. Despite his pleasant smile, the upper right portion of his face is in a sorry state. An eye patch stitched with a stylized eyeball wraps around his head, and his ear is a mangled remnant that twitches in spasms, while the other ear perks up at your approach. Next to him is the splayed carcass of a deer that appears ripped open by a bear or a wolf. You hear a gurgling rumble next to you. Sagani places her hand on her stomach. Her eyes are on the carcass. Still fresh. Yatumak's pink tongue lolls out of his mouth.
If this is your deer, you need a new game warden. Name's Hiravius. Hungry? I can't eat all this. First catch of the day, help yourself.
Taking a step back, he spreads his arms wide, presenting the carcass to you. You might want to cook that first.
The original texture? That's the best part. Just see for yourself.
Turning his attention to the corpse, he plunges his hands into the deer's vivisected abdomen.
Eat up.
Okay. With a smile, he holds the truncated end of the beast's innards in front of you. After you. His one eye locks yours, and he tears off several inches of intestine with one ripping bite. He slowly chews, his eyes squinting at you.
So delicious. Now I know the deer had elderberries for its last meal. Are you sure you don't want to try some?
What killed that deer?
Though looking at the deer's insides, it had a malformed but delicious heart, and would have been dead within the year regardless. Galloway chose a fitting end for this fine animal. Pardon me, I shouldn't pray with my mouth full.
He bows his head to the deer, starts to breathlessly chant, and then stops abruptly. What brings you here?
Venison, new trees to document, new animals to sketch, new sights to be seen. I've learned as much as I can from the druids of my circle. I'd rather wander and learn than take root and stagnate. So if you're traveling to Deerwood and need another set of hands, I'd welcome the safety of a group.
Okay, so this is a companion. Oh. A druid's assistance would be welcome.
Of Hawk and Ivy of the Fisher Crane tribe. I know more than my share of nature magic, And, well, I don't shy away from a good fight. I have business with the druids that live near Twin Elms. So long as we find ourselves there eventually, I'm happy to follow along.
You are
Splendid.
welcome to join
It'll be
us.
an honor to run with a pack for a change.
He darts forward and grips you by the sides. Alright, I'm not going to take him with me because I do like my party setup. Pelagina is probably the weak link, but her pinch healing is important. Aloth, I just love having him around. Durance, I freaking hate, but at the same time, I need a priest. I may swap out Sagani. Nah, because it's nice having Itumak. But, cool. I'll make it a point to talk to him when I can. Spend some time with him at the, at Kainua. Oh. Well done, Adair. Just exploded him with your shield. That's actually a pretty decent cape, but... Oops. Not gonna kill any more deer, now that I know that they don't... Oh, I can just pet him? Cool. What's that?
Found something.
It's gonna be where I have to put the key. But do I want to go south first? I kinda do. Oh, maybe I should have put the key in there first. You live, you learn. Oops. The starlight illuminates a pattern in the ground. You kneel to get a better look. The stone here has been carved with a few simple shapes. A small circular indentation marks the center, and a much larger circle surrounds it. You see what appears to be writing above the two circles. Take a look at the circular indentation. The indentation is rather shallow, but appears to be perfectly sized for the Audra disc you got from the Giant Slayers. Let's examine the outer circle. Several shapes have been carved along the outer ring. Though most have been worn away, you can make out a crescent above the center. But the writing. The curving, twisting runes are strangely familiar to you. You recognize them as ancient Engwithan. They read, "All things end, only to continue anew. Enter now at dusk, that we may all experience a new dawn." I think it's nighttime. Let's see what happens. The stone rests easily in the space, and you feel air rushing into tiny gaps in the indentation. It appears to be held firmly in place now. You hear the sliding of stone underneath your feet, and the sudden rush of water. The pool before you begins to drain. Alright, let's check it out. Gonna be an interesting space. Oh, jeez. Cool. Let's take a minute to do this then. +6 would be... I can do that without issue. Not that it's gonna impact me in a big way. I'll just skip it for now. I know I'm gonna keep on defense damage reduction for him for a minute. Invisible, immune to engagement, untargetable, break engagements. That's really freaking good. Might be... That will help with him not being hit, though. But this is going to save me in situations where... Man. What else do you have? Not going to do that. Yeah, no, not going to do that. Might do Envenom Strike, because that's incredible. No, no. No. That doesn't count if I have one in each hand, right? Like, technically it's with one-handed melee weapons, but... I already have the dual weapon style, so I don't think that's going to count the way that I want it to. Don't care about that as much. No. 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 That's just good to have. But so is the modification. Yeah, alright, so it really comes down to, do I want to have this or this? These are the two important ones. Oh, I guess or Envenom Strike, because that is a lot of damage. Rest, though. Okay, let's do Shadowing Beyond. It's going to come in handy more times than anything else will. Yeah. Cool. Aloth. New spells, maybe? Nope, but you're gonna... You haven't capped on that yet? Oh my gosh. What's the max level? Is it... I assumed a rank of 12 for some reason. Couple level 4 spells. Oh, I've already looked at all of these. None of them are great for him. Summons might be good. Let's give him some summons. Not that one. Let's do the tentacles. That'll be fun. Oh. Never mind. Let's do the spell thief. That'll help. Grimoire Slam. Bonus spells are always nice. Yeah, these are useless. Offensive. Don't think he wants any of these. Defense. Big maybe. Superior deflection. Might not be a bad idea. Considering none of these are all that good except for, like, this. Yeah. Let's give him superior deflection. Yep. Give her another point in that. That's why I thought it was 12, because previously earned bonuses become more powerful in the same order they were received. So I assumed that that would cap at 12. Maybe it caps at 18. Interesting. We'll see what happens. Flames of Devotion. What even is Flames of Devotion? It's just a attack you do. Increase the damage of that one attack by 25%. Veteran's Recovery might not be a bad idea. Enigma's Charm would be really cool for you, actually. But also, what do you got? None of those. Maybe that. I'm thinking two-handed style for you right now. I just want to make sure I selected the right one. I did. Okay. New priest spells. Yep. Yep. Okay. No. All of these are good. So is Inspire Radiance. I might finally just pull the trigger on that one. None of these are amazing for you. You've already had the +5 deflection. Field triage wouldn't be a terrible idea. But bonus spell slot. So do I want to give him +10 accuracy? That's the question. Or do I want to give him more spell slots? I think I want to give him more spell slots. Should have backed out and paid a better attention to which level I wanted to give him, but that's fine. The Engwithan symbols are worn and faded, but the words strike a familiar chord. Duty before self. You hear grating and grinding coming from the stone head above you. The chips of Adra and its eye sockets glow bright green. A voice, deep and resonant, echoes from the stone mouth. What begins as a garble of language resolves itself into your own mother tongue. There is no truer blade than essence forged in bronze. Turn twice to the left, and prepare your soul for its reckoning. Turn twice to the left. Prepare your... I can't go this way. Okay. Well. Great. Kill us a giant spider. Oh, damn, Pelagina. Did you see that? That was wild. with that, I guess. Rapid recovery is not a bad idea. One-handed style is not a bad idea. Superior deflection. He doesn't really take many hits, so I'm not as concerned about it on that one. I'm thinking one-handed for him. Did I already give him shield? Yeah. So I'm strongly considering one-handed style. Turn twice to the left. I kind of want to go to the left to be on the safe side for a minute. This is what was twice to the left. Oh gosh. Of course, Aloud is getting attacked again. Oh man. Okay. Aloth is gonna die. It's who he is as a person. Yeah. Always. Always Aloth. Or is he just cold? That's fine. I can deal with that for a little while. The stone faces Audra eyes glow and a voice rumbles from its open mouth. The past is the hilt of a weapon. The true warrior grasps it and knows his strength. Speak the quality that defines you. What did it say? Turn left twice and survive or live? I am consistent and reliable. I can work through any obstacle with patience and dedication. So it is with your power. A symbol burns on the wall behind the stone head. Huh. Interesting. Oh gosh, Aloth again, man. What the hell? Alright, cool. At least he survived that one. Goodness. Come on, bud. What's going on? Need more space? Get you some more space. Come on. Small white stones bloom from the rock. They all feel firmly fixed in place. But there's a hollow where one appears to have been removed. Alright. While I'm here, change that to spirit. Change that to spirit. You're good at there. As a green light spills from the relief's eyes, you hear another deep, rough-edged voice. Desire is the aim of the soul. It is purpose and direction, the sharpened point of a blade. Speak your ambition, that your soul may strike true. I would inspire those around me, and lend my strength to our common purpose. So it shall be. A symbol glows to life in the wall. It pulses with light smoldering against the lichen-covered wall. A vessel of flesh may house a soul for years, but a vessel of bronze will house a soul for generations. Enter the water, and choose a vessel of stone. Enter the water.
Mow it.
You feel an unwelcome crawling sensation in your head. A high-pitched ring overwhelms your senses and is accompanied by an angry utterance. Invader! Thief! The voice is alien and fierce, jolting through your mind like lightning. Needles stab at your brain with every syllable, but vanish abruptly along with the words. The ringing in your head is gone. I feel like I probably shouldn't have pissed off shouldn't have done anything with the spiders just yet, right? Is that what I'm supposed to be getting out of that? Like, some kind of water over here? Somewhere? It's probably too late at this point. But, alright. Let's keep going, I guess. Oh, hey, someone else leveled up. You have your accuracy bonus, but that's the only thing that's good for you, so I'm just going to keep doing it. Probably this, at this point. Ooh. Nope. Yeah, as a tank, the damage reduction is the way to go. Period. I'm not even going to look at the other options. Well, that thing can no longer speak to me, so... yeah, probably made a bad call there. The serpentine symbols and icons of Engwith engraved into the floor resolve into words in your mind. The warrior shall call forth 2 witnesses, and they shall take up positions upon the emblems that bear testament to the character of his soul. The warrior shall ascend the dais, soul vessel in hand, to undergo transference. Bearing his soul vessel and a weapon with a heart of Audra, the warrior may then approach the urn. In this way he shall fashion an arm worthy of his skills and ambitions. I am so curious. A cylindrical hollow, scarcely wider than the shaft of a weapon, runs through the center of this pedestal. This large tunnel curves underneath the floor and continues to the east. It's blocked by glistening ropes of webbing that you might be able to slide past. The walls beneath the webbing feel weak and crumbly. With the proper tools, you might be able to widen the passage. Let's widen that tunnel. You find a weak point in the rock and hammer at the walls of the passage. The brittle stone crumbles away. Within minutes, you've created enough room to slip through the tunnel. As you clear a passage, the needle-like voice digs into your skull once more. Infiltrating, pursuing. You shall not have it. You hear a hungry chittering. Now, feed. Skittering creatures with gnashing mandibles pour from the walls. See, Itzilmok probably would have been dead right there if I hadn't gotten that. Do I risk this again? Passage through it is clear enough. Enter. Oh gosh. Let's just all take a minute. Dang it.
Mow it.
We all good? Shattered crystal crunches and tinkles underfoot. Ah, okay. Now I know where I am. Everyone good? I feel like this is a terrible idea. Okay. Why aren't they attacking me? This is terrifying. Holy crap. I'm back. You're still streaming, huh? Oh yeah, I usually go for a while. Although it's close to the time that I'll shut it off. Redeck. A robed, gangling creature lurches towards you, and you feel something needling at your brain again. The screeching hiss that invades your mind is edged with rage. Digging and ferreting animal. It pauses, its mouthpieces clacking. When its words fill your mind again, they are tempered with fear. My legacy. It clutches an egg-like stone in its spindly fingers. The white stone glows with life, and you feel a presence inside. The creature notices your interest. For the colony. It cocks its head. Animal calm. Peaceful, yes? Its thoughts echo back at you from within the stone. It occurs to you that a piece of the creature's soul is somehow housed within it. What are you doing with that stone? Legacy. Colony. Its segmented mouthparts scrape together. Young are always few, slow to hatch, fragile. The creature indicates itself with a hairy appendage, last of colony, soon to die. It draws the stone closer to its narrow chest. Long-dead animals put spirit stuff in metal. It points behind it. I keep spirit stuff in stone. Take to new colony. Colony alone is weak, young, frail, empty of wisdom. But two colonies together survive. Make strong colony. It strokes the stone. Need legacy to guide new colony. Keep it strong. It doesn't... I kind of don't want to kill it. I mean, it's a freaky spider demon monster thing, but like, it's just been hanging out here, not hurting anyone. Yeah, I'll let it go. And may there be peace between our kinds. Its black, unblinking eyes stare back at you. Warm relief gushes into your mind. Knows peace and gentleness it does. Nridek, go. Bring legacy. Many thanks. Wild. Wild. Crazy spider monster. Awesome. And I still got a neat weapon. Cool. And these that I needed. Corroded and tarnished, these bronze weapons could probably only be useful to a collector now. Something hums within them. A faded remnant of essence. Whatever power they once had has long since dissolved. Thank you. And unique spear, one-handed, accurate. That's not that good. In fact, it's kind of crappy. This bronze spear appears to have been crafted with great care. Despite the weapon's age, the point is remarkably sharp. Adra details line the grip, and runes are carved into the shaft. You feel the Adra core running through the weapon. I mean... Oop. Though the procession was long and fraught with peril, the only real threat to Locke's safety was an attack by an adventuring company hoping to capture the druids and ransom them to the prospective communities. With the help of the druids' hired mercenaries, Locke was able to handily defeat the attackers. Unfortunately, one of the older druids died during the attack, possibly due to the stress of the situation. And thanks for brave service, Locke received the old druid's hat. Interesting. One day, 7 hours. Alright, cool. Well, fun. Unconquerable. Ooh. +2 intellect while endurance above 50%, +25% focus gain. What is focus? Amulets. Honestly, I don't know what focus even is. Amulets are most often gems, yeah. And Adra Enyak. Not currency in the traditional sense, Enyaks are awarded to Glanvithans for noteworthy deeds. They are palm-sized, intricately carved discs of Adra that commemorate the deeds of the recipient. Alright, well. Interesting. Problem solved. Yeah, I guess so. Here I was thinking I was going to have to fight that thing. I totally screwed up building a weapon, though. Actually, no. That might have been totally unrelated. Where's the water? That's what I need to find, is the water that thing was talking about. Oh, oh, this is new. Whoa. Damn it, Aloth. Always. Ah, good. Alright. Didn't have to resurrect him again. The symbols here catch the light from the braziers. All honor to those who give of themselves for the glory of Engwith. The pale stones around the room look dull and lifeless. Huh.
Nice and quiet.
I mean... Okay. Where's this water that it... Oh, I know what it's talking about. It wants me to leave. So I can't go... Yeah. Nothing's happening there. There's nothing in the middle. Yeah, I have one idea here. Unless I screwed it up by killing the spiders already. That's entirely possible. So it's not going to let me go here. So let's try the bottom. You sleepy pup. Yeah. Don't worry, once we're done with this section, we'll go to bed. Yeah, I think it's down there. Once I'm done with these two maps, I am going to call it a night. But I did finally create a Discord today. And I'll be posting my schedule on that because it's much more... I can't go that way. So I don't have to play around with the Twitch scheduling just is atrocious. I don't play the same game every single time. Nor do I have a set schedule, so it's kind of silly. Huh. If that wasn't it... Let me talk to this stone face again. Maybe I missed something. The stone head is silent. Its Audra eyes have dulled.
Nice and quiet.
I don't... Small white stones bloom from the rock. They all feel firmly fixed in place, but there's a hollow where one appears to have been removed. I can't interact with that in any other capacity. Maybe this? What is this again? Serpentine symbols of icons of Anguith engraved into the floor resolve into words in your mind. The warrior shall call forth 2 witnesses, and they shall take up positions upon the emblems that bear testament to the character of his soul. The warrior shall ascend the dais, soul vessel in hand, to undergo transference. Bearing his soul vessel and a weapon with the heart of Audra, the warrior may then approach the urn. In this way he shall fashion an arm worthy of his skills and ambitions. Ah. Because that is a weapon of Audra. No? Bearing his soul vessel and a weapon with the heart of Audra. I don't have a soul vessel. Do I? Alright, I'm going to make a mental note of that, and if I ever come across a soul vessel, I will return here. I don't believe that's something I've seen. Although, maybe it's not that, because he... Nope, I swapped that out. That is not a, That might be, though. Here, let me try that. You. Nope, nothing. Okay. Worth a shot. Still nothing over there that they're letting me do, right? Okay. Alright, this section's done. A slaver from Raid Ceres has arrived at your keep. Absolutely not. We don't mess around with slavers. 1 day, 3 hours. Okay. I will head that way after going to Copper Lane? I want to turn in this quest, talk to these guys about helping me defend Caed Nua. I'll return Kate to Caed Nua, figure out where I'm going next, and then that'll be the end of the night.
Hello.
Yeah, that's all good. There we go. Oh, that stuff was worth a lot of money. I might actually be able to afford... Eventually. Here we go. It's expensive. But oh god, is it probably worth it. I'm going to start with tildes. That way I have some money on me. Yep. Okay. What do you have? That's probably better than getting 2 of those. You're good. Deflection. Funding. What is, Oh, yeah, you can hold on to that. Arcane Dampener of Intellect. I will probably swap that out. Deflection 5. So now you have both of the wizard's rings. 2 and 4. 1 and 3. Nice, okay. So yeah, let's give... I feel like that's going to be better for her. Yep. Okay. Moving on. Aloth is going to be dying even faster now, but absolutely worth it for him to be able to cast more spells. I just need to get him better armor. Keep coming across things that are so close. When it casually nods your way, his eyes continue to float from mercenary to mercenary as he speaks. What else do you need? Give him the tarnished Engwithan weapons. I've brought the weaponry you were looking for.
But this isn't what I was expecting. I don't suppose you figured out what was supposed to make them so special.
Well, the Engwithans used to fill them with fragments of their own essence. Beasts take them. He stares at the rusted weapons in horror and disgust. If I'd known. I'll see that someone disposes of this perversion. It seems like a reasonable reaction to finding cultural artifacts you don't understand. Yeah, I have to agree with her.
More expeditions on this. If the Knights make a move, we'll just have to face them down with old-fashioned deer wood and metal.
Hopefully you can avoid any conflict. He folds his arms. If they ask for trouble, we'll be there to answer. Speaking of the Knights, his eyes dart back to you. I hear you had a run-in with a patrol at Stormwall Gorge. You don't seem surprised. He looks you clear in the eye. Might be I sent them your way. Needed them to turn their attention away from the city for a while. Now they'll be doubling and tripling those patrols. There's a reckoning coming when these hearings end. Folks have had it with the legacy. They've had it with the soul butchers, angering the gods. If the Duke won't stop them, I'll be the effigy if the good people of Deerwood don't see to it ourselves, and the dozens will lead the charge. You will not be the frickin' effigy. That is a terrible idea. Pelagina's golden eyes narrow, and she gives you a sidelong glance, shaking her head in disapproval. I'm with you, Pelagina. I am, honestly. The Knights are with the Duke on this one. If he decides wrong, they'll be in our way. I'm just making preparations. A lopsided grin spreads across his face. I knew you'd do well. Don't hold it against me. Just consider that Defiance Bay needs order now. The Legacy's done enough damage. He snorts. These would-be lords patrolling the streets haven't helped any. But I see your point. Ooh, is that a skill? He slaps you on the shoulder. Anyway, I owe you one. I want you to take my old warbow. It's a trusty piece, but I won't be sniping in the shadows when Defiance Bay has need of us. No hard feelings, I hope. If there's anything else I can do for you, just let me know. Okay, so first of all, let's check this out. Spell striking, jolting touch. Okay, a really freaking powerful critical hit. Doesn't have draining though, and stunning. Yeah, I'll pass. Stunning is way too good. And then... the other thing? Oh. Must just be a character trait? Boots, leatherless shawl, minor ring, rabbit for gloves. I don't... oh, it's a talent, okay. +5 accuracy when attacking. Oh, nice! Cool. Alright, I'll take that. Nice little bonus.
We need someone to help us seek an audience with the Duke. But the dozens are little more than a mob.
They're common people. Disorganized maybe, but still people. That doesn't make them a mob.
I have nothing against common people. But the dozens are easily agitated and always seem to be looking for a fight. It wouldn't take much to push them over the edge.
Don't worry, I'll keep them under control.
I hope you can find that confidence when we are staring down a horde of angry farmers.
Alright, fair. I know. Bit off a lot with these guys. Okay, you can take that. You don't have anything too exceptional, right? I just sold that. Don't want that. I'm good with you. So, no one here is helping me with my problems, which is not good. Honestly, that went a lot faster than I thought it would, too. So, Kainua. Let's get this out of the way, and then I'm going to call it a night. Just double checking. Twin Elms, Gift. Craig Holt. Yep, still working on that. All that's the same. And Deerbird. Yep. Yups. Meow.
Looks.
You say that every time we come here, man. Alright, so now we need a little bit more prestige and security. Always good. Part of me wants to do the Bailey so that I can have access to the rest of these things down here. Yeah, we're going to do the Bailey next.
A little healthier than before.
Who are you? Are you one of the dudes that I hired? Neat. You just hang out? Very cool. Oh, I want to check out the craft hall. Awesome.
I'll see what I can find.
Dried fruit, cured meat, and mixed nuts are sorted among the display case boxes.
Good day, stranger.
Good tidings, my lord. Might I interest you in anything? I offer supplies for the road. I'm sure you'll find many things of use to a hardy traveler such as yourself. Let's see what you got, man. Well, that was disappointing. Just a whole bunch of fine stuff. But it's another place to sell items, so that's good. Folded shirts feel soft and lightweight.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Cool. Salmar the Shackler. At last. I'm glad you're here, my lord. My name is Salmar. I have a matter of some importance to discuss, if you have the time. Let's hear it. I'm not going to like this this guy. Cut to the meat of it. I have a dozen Orlan slaves. I'm a frickin' Orlan, you bastard. In Porta Guerrera. Good, healthy stock that will fetch a fine price in Ixamadil if I can get a ship up the coast. That's the tricky part. I haven't got the coin to stock a ship for the whole journey, not without docking at a Deerwood port along the way and running the risk of having my goods seized. Really, these Deerwood laws are completely impractical for any honest merchant traveling outside of honest fucking merchant, this guy. I hoped you could be of some assistance. You're not originally from the Deerwood, I hear, so surely you understand. I understand that you're trying to enslave my people. Give me a moment. I want to see what they have to say, only to see if there's any other options, like kill this dude on the spot. Yes! This is what I was looking for. Ravius, I want you to head down to Guerrera and see if you can free these slaves. I would love to. It gives me something to do with my hands while I plot this man's painful death. Thank you, Heravius. I appreciate you. Have you come to a decision? Ooh. Yes. You know what? Fuck it. I've decided to hang you. Guards, take him away. What? You can't be. This is madness. Stop! You can't do this to me. Samar's cries continue even as he is dragged out of the hall. Fuck that guy. No. Fucking slaver. So let's talk about my army. What's the status? 2 green, 2 few. Fair. Special allies. A squad of arquebusiers from the dozens will reinforce your archers. That's nice. Cool. Alright. Solmar was executed. Good. Good. And then Heravius is going to go and try to free the slaves. So that's good. I think. Hopefully me hanging him didn't, like, interrupt that in some way, you know? I don't see why it would, but sometimes games are weird like that. Curse of the Mainpugra? I want to say that's ooh. His broad floppy hat was formerly in the possession of an old druid that you helped protect during a week-long druid processional along an ancient Angwithan trail. Despite your best efforts, the druid died during a mercenary attack. Her brothers and sisters, appreciative that you saved their lives, gave you her hat as a gift. What does it do? It's just... It's called Curse, and that scares the crap out of me, but I want to know what it does because it could be an upgrade for him. Let's try her out. See what happens. Also, someone else carry this. Is that it for this area? Journal. Deerford. I just chose my next upgrade. All this is good. I could go south more into the tunnels, but I feel like that's a terrible idea. As of yet. So let's try.
Looks a little healthier than before.
Why did the lion companion hurt his archer friend? Alright, the only thing that I have
Farewell.
left that I can think of. Oh, that's Haravius.
Ready, Watcher.
Okay. Fair. I sent the frickin' Orlin to go free the Orlin slaves. I love it. I love it. Alright, I guess I'm not talking to him, though. That's fine. Alright, so 1 day, 24 hours, and the next place on the map to go is... Not going there yet. Deerford. Wow. Let's go. Alright. As I said, I'm going to call it there. Goodness. So, thank you everyone for joining me on this journey this evening. And I will be on, I think tomorrow night is the next time that I'll be on. Same time, 9:30. Check out my Discord for an updated schedule and try and keep it as updated as I can. If it sees use, if people don't use it, then I probably will slack on it, but we'll see. Enjoy your evening. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out. And have a great night.